This is probably going to be the easiest review I've ever done. It's going to be in one take. That's how easy it's going to be. I don't even really care to edit too much. May as well put them on my head since I'm not wearing the mic. But with these headphones, I got them for two reasons. Number one, fitness, because I keep seeing them at the gym. Every time I've asked people, how come you're using Beats? Like, just out of curiosity. And they would say, well, I just love that they actually stay on my head. I was like, cool, number one. And number two, people kept praising the sound quality. That was the number one thing I kept hearing too, and all the other reviews. And many people didn't say anything negative about them. So I'm like, $349 compared to what you can get with Bose, Sennheiser, or Sony is a big claim to say like nothing bad about them. But I gotta tell you, there's way more cons to these than pros. But with going with the pros first, yes, the sound quality is awesome. When it comes to lossless audio with Apple Music, especially, it sounds awesome. I mean, I haven't heard sound signatures like that naturally without using USB C. Sennheiser is the only one that competes with actual Bluetooth. Other than that, using that creates a whole different set, like a theater like concert experience. It's really incredible. And it doesn't sound like Dolby Atmos where it just echoes the sound, which I can't stand. I'm like, no, I just want to hear more detail and clarity, which lossless audio gives you. It's pretty insane. But secondary to that is using Spotify. The sound profile is pretty flat naturally without messing with any EQs for some reason. These sound like Bose naturally. Even with using Apple Music, the only music service which is interesting that has quite a bit of bass is YouTube Music. And it's weird how many people don't bring this up, but Apple Music's my favorite, Spotify second, and then also YouTube Music being third, just depending on like music. I like finding a lot of trending sounds on there the most for videos and whatnot. But for me, I just feel like these have a flat sound signature, and maybe that's why people actually like them. They see the Beats logo and it's not Bose, but little do they know it sounds most like Bose. And but because it's not Bose, they're not going to hate on it because they like the fashion statement. Let's be real, it's a fashion statement to wear these. That's why they're so popular. Never mind. So when it comes to the fit, yes, the fit is awesome. The fit is one of the best fit as far as just not having to adjust them and not feeling like they're going to hurt my ears too much. Now, there's only one other problem with the fit, and I'll show you right here. Without even, again, this is going to be a one take wonder kind of review. As soon as I put them on my head with eyeglasses on, extremely uncomfortable. Now, if I were to take my eyeglasses off, wow. Wow, that's a huge difference already. So that sucks. Like, if you have to depend on wearing your glasses, these are not going to be it. And I know that's hard to find with over the ear headphones, but that's the biggest flaw with the fit that I found. Otherwise, I haven't had to adjust them once. I I mean, they stayed on my head even when going for a run, doing an hour workout at the gym. Not once did I have to adjust them. Pretty crazy because I don't experience that with any other brand. I always feel it sliding off my head, or when they get sweaty, it feels too sweaty. My ears never got too hot with these, which I was not expecting because, yes, the ear cup is a big oval. So I think most people's ears would fit, but the cushioning inside is pretty close. It's almost like on ear, over ear combo. It's weird, but it still feels really comfortable, surprisingly. Now, getting into the cons, there's not much to do with software. I mean, even with the music controls and media and all that, the main power control also works with cycling, active noise canceling, and awareness mode. You have the physical buttons on the left ear cup for volume up, volume down, play, pause your music, and skipping and going previous tracks, and holding to access your voice assistant on your phone, whether it's Google or Siri. And that's really it. There's not anything fancy software wise. Even the microphones do not sound that good, to be honest with you. They sound really bad. There's no side tones, so you can't hear how loud you're talking. So if you're taking a phone call with these, you're going to be speaking louder than you normally would, for sure, especially if you have ANC on in a coffee shop. Just ask me how I know. And people can barely hear you in a coffee shop. But the second thing is with there being nothing, after talking about the software or the hardware controls of the media and this and that, there's no speak to chat or anything like that. Conversational awareness mode, Nothing like that. I know different companies call it different things, but Sony has that. They were the first to pioneer it, I believe, with having easy chat where somebody comes to you with your headphones on, you could just talk and it opens up awareness mode, pausing or quieting down your music. The AirPods Pro 2 with USB-C and a software update of iOS 17, they have conversation awareness mode, which I am reviewing those right now, and it's unbelievable. I think Apple did it the best, better than Sony even. Soundcore has it. I first experienced this with their Space One headphones, and I can't believe a $99 pair of headphones has that, but these don't. That's ridiculous. So, yes, there's a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. And again, you can connect via USB C for lossless audio or to your computer that way. But those hardware additions or keeping it like that do not make up for lack of software. Here's another major issue: no multi point connectivity. And there's not even an H1, H2 chip. So connection hasn't been seamless, even on one device. Sometimes I would hear static with my iPhone, and I have an iPhone 15. And I'm like, why am I hearing static? Like, there's only one thing I'm connected to. So that's a major flaw, especially in the business world with people working from home. If you want these to be the only pair of headphones you're using, why would you get a pair of headphones that doesn't have multi-point connectivity? So you can take calls on your laptop for a Zoom call and still be connected to your phone for a phone call or for media. Because I use my work computer different than I use my iPhone. That's just the truth. So that's why it matters to me. The other thing too is with software, there's nothing fancy when it comes to an app or anything. There is no app, you know? And just thinking about all of that, and there's no like wireless charging or something like that with these either. So the battery life is great. And yes, there's great fast charging. But that's really about all I have to say about these. I mean, the lack of software innovation really shows that these are not worth $349. I mean, the Bose QC45s are $329, and I would gladly, despite the fit, take, because those are the most comfortable ones, but they fall off kind of easy. I would gladly take those over these any day. And for me, also when I think about Soundcore, some Soundcore products, I mean the Space ones are $100, and the ANC is really good. Actually, speaking of active noise canceling, before I forget, with the active noise canceling and transparency mode is very digitized. It doesn't sound like the AirPods Max at all. It doesn't sound like what comes through AirPods Pro, which is funny because this company is owned by Apple. And the transparency mode is not that good at all. I've heard 3 different people say it's actually surprisingly good. I'm like, you got paid or something, man, because it's digitized. I mean, my voice sounds too loud when I'm talking, like it doesn't really open up the environment naturally. And I noticed that in a coffee shop. Things got louder, but my voice got the loudest when I talked. So it wasn't even. And then active noise canceling, I would say it's comparable to, maybe it's a little bit under Bose, but Bose is the king. Sony is a close second. Actually, I would say it's similar to Skullcandy and actually Soundcore products, to be honest with you. I had my dishwasher running and I had a load of laundry going. And when I was doing dishes with both of those going, I heard it more than Bose or just any other product that I can remember besides the lower end models. So Soundcore, Sennheiser hasn't always been the best with ANC, but I haven't tried their newer products. But if I take like the Momentum 2s or even the 3s, it's under that, just like a tad bit under. And I'm like, okay, for the same price range, I would think it would be better, but it's not. It's not. So there's nothing besides fit and sound to me that makes these worthwhile for the price at all. And I bought them for $199. So hopefully this is good enough to just kind of be like, all right, proceed with caution when buying these. You may return them, because I am going to return them. I wanted a good pair of workout headphones, but I'm just going to stick with either my Bose Quiet Comforts, the Ultras, or because those fit just fine. Or if I need over the ear headphones, I'm going to stick with probably my Space Ones, because those have been my go-to workout headphones, because I don't care to mess those up. They're only $100. ANC is good. The sound quality is crisp. It's clean. And you have easy chats. So when people come up to you in the gym and they ask if you're using a machine, you don't have to be like, what? You can just be like, oh, hey, what's up, man? Oh, yeah, I'm almost done. And then boom, your music continues. The fact that people recommend these for the gym and it doesn't have easy chat. Come on, bro.